What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to a bi-monthly pickup video. We're going to be traveling back in time. All right, I'm going to share with you the games that I picked up in November and December of 2018. So that's going to include some of the Black Friday pickups, not a lot, but a few of them, and also the things that I got for Christmas on top of, random games that I picked up throughout those months. But before we get into it, I do want to go over two things. Number one, I actually started blogging again. All right, started writing a bit more on my site, my blog site, totallydeaf.com. So if you're interested, you guys go ahead over and check that out. Let me know what you think. Recently, I put up top 10, my favorite games. It's actually not a top 10, but it's 10 of my favorite games from 2018. Also have up there some anticipated games for this year, 2019. And this weekend, I'm also working on putting up an honorable mentions post, the games that didn't quite make it into my favorite games list for last year. Number two, the last time that I did a YouTube video, I shared with you guys how I was streaming a bit more on Twitch and trying to, just be a little bit more active in the community. And since that time, I've become a Twitch affiliate. Yay, which is great. So if you guys are interested, definitely check me out over on Twitch. I'll leave all of that in the description box below. But come on over, watch me play some games, let's chat for a bit. It's fun, nothing serious, just having fun. And if you're interested, follow, subscribe, do all that good stuff. All right, let's get into the games. They're really in no particular order, although I have clumped together the Black Friday stuff and the Christmas stuff. So let's go over that first. First one, these first two games, only two games I picked up during Black Friday. Like I had a whole list of games. I had a plan in my head as to what I was going to do for Black Friday. But you know what? At the end of the day, I just stayed at home and ordered two things online. All right. So the first one is Hitman 2. Ooh, sorry for the glare. Hitman 2, I got this for the Xbox One. I haven't played it yet. As you can see, haven't played it yet, but I'm looking forward to streaming this. Love the Hitman series. For some reason or another, I couldn't get into that rebooted Hitman game that came out, I think it was 2016. And apparently this is a little bit more of that, but I'm hoping that I can get into this one just because the locations look really cool. That was only 23 bucks, which was a steal. I think it came out like 2 weeks prior at full price for 60. So sometimes it really does pay to wait to pick up the games that you're interested in. I also picked up during Black Friday for $23 Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which I recently completed. I got this on the Xbox One, recently completed it last weekend, I believe. And again, this is another game that I streamed on Twitch. I really like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I really do. And it kind of bums me out that no one really paid any attention to it. I can understand why though, because for the most part, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is really just more of Rise of the Tomb Raider. Like honestly, they really didn't do too much different. But I honestly think that this time around, Shadow of the Tomb Raider has a really good story, and I'm hoping that we get another Tomb Raider sometime in the near future. All right, as far as Christmas stuff goes, I got two games for Christmas. I got this chair that I'm sitting in. I got a nice little gaming chair. And I also got a PS4 Pro, which was amazing. And I didn't save the box for it because, yeah, it's pretty big. And I'm limited on my space, as you guys can see here. So I threw the box away, but I love the PS4 Pro. And what else did I get? I also got some comics and some socks, the regular stuff. If you guys are interested, comics, I've been reading a lot of comics. If you guys are interested in the comics that I'm reading, I could definitely share those with you on a monthly basis or bi-monthly basis as well. But I'm really getting into comics. I'm having a lot of fun with some of the new series that I've been discovering. But as far as games go, I did get Katamari Damacy reroll. Haven't played it yet. This is basically the first game on the Nintendo Switch. Yay! That's awesome. I really wish they would bring that series back. I'm not quite sure. Some of the reviews that I read said that the controls weren't, they were a little difficult. They weren't really ideal on the Nintendo Switch. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I hope they bring the series back. I'd love to play one proper on the PS4. And also, I picked up, actually, I didn't pick up, I got for Christmas Moonlighter. I asked my husband to get this for me for Christmas because I originally picked up Moonlighter on the PS4 when it was released earlier in 2018. I want to say it was maybe the fall. I think it was October. I picked it up on PS4, downloadable game, and I played it. I streamed a little bit of it as well, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And the moment that I heard that it was coming to the Nintendo Switch, I was like, okay, let me stop playing this now. This will be so much better to play handheld mode. You know what I'm saying? Moonlighter is basically you're a shopkeeper, okay, and you can go out and do dungeon crawls and whatnot, which is great. And when you're on these dungeon crawls, you pick up items that you can take back to your shop to sell. It's a little Trying to price the items is a little rough because you never know what you're going to get. Doesn't really give you a good explanation of that. You're just basing it off of the little expressions that you see on top of customers when they come in and look at the item. But there's this whole big journal that you can go into. I mean, it's deep. It's a deep game. You can build up the community that you're in. It's really fun, and I'm so happy that I can play it on the Nintendo Switch now, laying in bed. I haven't opened it up yet because I've been busy with a few other games, but I'm really looking forward to restarting that. The rest of these games are just games that I picked up throughout November and December. All right, so we'll start with this one. I haven't played it. I picked it up actually for like $8 at Target. It's Shenmue 1 and 2. It's the HD remaster that they recently put out. And it's funny because I actually wanted to pick this up for Black Friday, but nowhere seemed to have a sale on it. But I went to Target, I want to say maybe like the weekend before Christmas, and I was just browsing the clearance section, which for some reason now my Target has a huge clearance section on video games. But I was just like browsing, and I came across that. I was like, huh, it didn't have a price on it. So I took it to the scanner, and it said like, I think it was like 878 or something crazy like that. And I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me. Actually, I went back to look for a PS4 version, but I didn't see one. But whatever, I'll play it on the Xbox One. I actually dig the Xbox One. Just need some more exclusives, but that's a different story. Anyway, I've never properly played Shenmue 1 or 2. I've played a bit of the Dreamcast, the original game on the Dreamcast. Never finished it. Only got maybe like 45 minutes to an hour into it. So that'll be fun to go back into. And Shenmue 3 is supposed to come out sometime this year. We'll see. I mean, it's not one of the games that I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait for Shenmue, because I haven't played the other games. But it'll be interesting to see why people love this series so much. I also picked up, speaking of remasters, I picked up Spyro, the Reignited trilogy, which is pretty fantastic. Streamed a bit of this, the first game. I haven't finished the first game yet, but I remember really enjoying Spyro a lot back in the day. These came out when I was like 15, 16, 17, something like that. And they were really fun games. I actually prefer the Spyro series over the Crash series. That's just my take. Don't come at me, all right? I'm just saying, I like Spyro better than Crash, okay? I just feel like it controls a little bit better. But this, at least I can only speak for the first game. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's bright, it's vibrant. The camera at times gets a little wonky, but that's only to be expected. But I really love these games, and I can't wait to platinum all three of them. Yay! Let's see. The rest of these games are Nintendo Switch games. We'll go with this one. Picked up Diablo 3, what is it? Eternal. I was going to say external. The Eternal collection, which is basically Diablo 3 with the expansion. And it's awesome. The fact that I'm able to play this game portable, all right, in the palm of my hands with absolutely no problems. It's fantastic. I haven't tried online yet. I've gotten pretty far. But I mean, it's Diablo. It's a great game to just like sit down, lay down on the couch or in bed while, the TV's on and you're just like hanging out, and mindlessly killing shit. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. I really like this. The fact that it's on the Nintendo Switch and I can play it in bed. Perfect, perfect. Let's see what else here. Pokemon, let's go Eevee. Yay. I did, originally I had the big box edition. Actually, it's not a big box, but I had I don't know if it was called the special edition, whatever edition it was, with the Pokeball controller included in it. I had that pre-ordered, and like a week before the game dropped, I was like, you know what, Steph, it's not worth it. I play my Switch uh, portably. You know what I'm saying? I've only docked my Switch one time, and that was to test it out, when I first got it. So that's pretty much it. There was no point, and I don't use the kickstand. I don't prop it up. I need the Joy-Con. I need to play it like it's a handheld system, and I just didn't think it was worth it, me getting the controller to go along with it. But it's one of the games I keep coming back to. Fun times, beautiful. For those of you that don't know, I am an avid Pokemon Go player. I play Pokemon Go every single day. All right. Every single day I load up that app and I'm trying to make some progress with my Pokédex. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I love Pokemon Go. So the fact that they implemented the controls from Pokemon Go into this, console, essentially console game, is fantastic. I almost wish that they would make the next gen, this upcoming 2019 Pokemon, like mainline Pokemon game like this. But they probably won't. A lot of people kind of complained about the fact that it did have the Pokemon Go mechanics of just, throwing the ball and that's it. But I like it. I like it a lot. It's less stressful, Pokemon's a fun series. I'm not hardcore on it, I know my Pokemans, all right? But it can be hardcore, especially those older ones. Those older ones are just way too much for me, having to switch your Pokemon so everyone gains experience. I love the fact that these newer games have the experience share. If you have people, Pokemon in your party, they're all getting some type of experience, and I appreciate that. This game appreciates my time, and I love any game that does that. Okay. But yeah, I definitely want to complete that game, and I'm really interested to see what this new mainline Pokemon game is going to be all about. Good times, it really is. I mean, every time I play a Pokemon game, I just you can't help but like smile. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what else? And I also, one thing I really do appreciate about this game, honestly, guys, the random battles are gone. All right? Gone. Now it's a matter of you'll see the Pokemon out in the field and you can approach them or you can run away from them. You pick. I love that. I mean, I always approach them just because, you're trying to gain that experience. But I love the fact that it's not just, like the older games, you take 2 steps and boom, you're in a battle. Finish that battle, take like 5 steps, boom, you're in a battle. It's annoying. So yeah, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, good stuff. All right, 2 more games here. We have Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. Oh boy. I love this game. I absolutely love this game. It's really something special. And you know what? I really hope that some of you guys out there, if you haven't heard about this game, definitely look up some gameplay on it, read about it. This is one of my favorite games of 2018. Little preview for it for you. One of my favorite games of 2018. Absolutely fantastic. It's a platformer, a beautiful looking platformer. That's a Metroidvania for the most part, where you can switch between, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different characters in order to solve puzzles or to explore different parts of an environment. It's just really good, guys. Again, please go look up some gameplay on it if you haven't heard of it. If you feel like, that's your type of jam, definitely check it out. If you're into Metroidvanias, if you like platformers, there's some combat in there. It's really good. Really good game. Loved it. And then last but not least, I did pick up Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I wasn't going to. I was gonna wait on it, but you know what? The hype train got me. I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm not the biggest Smash fan. I'm not really big into fighting games, just because um, my memory is shot. All right, and trying to learn button controls is just, specific controls for characters is just way too much for me. So I don't play like Street Fighter or any of the other fighting games out there. If it's a fighting game, I need something basic. All right, and this is ultimate, and that's kind of not giving the game its credit or the series its credit, because while I am saying it's basic for me, if I want to be more experienced in it or get better at it, it really does have some deep mechanics. You know what I'm saying? People take this series seriously, and I appreciate that. So the fact that it, is accessible to players like me who aren't really into fighting games and just want to have a good time, that's great. And then the fact that it's also accessible to players that are really into fighting games and they get deep into it, that's fantastic as well. Um, Currently I am playing through the World of Light mode, which is kicking my ass. And But I'm loving it. I still haven't unlocked all of the characters in the game. I'm not main. This isn't the main game that I'm playing right now. But I'm working my way through it. And when I just want to, actually go and, do feel like just beating shit up, I'll pop in Smash, which is great. I also like the fact from the World of Light mode, because when all of that came out, I guess it was like E3 or whatever. The maybe it was a Nintendo Direct, I don't know, but they focused mainly on Smash, and it was just like so much information, and I kind of zoned out. You know what I'm saying? And when they started talking about spirits, it was just way too much for me. I couldn't wrap my brain around it. I was just like, what the hell? But now that I have the game and I've been playing it, I really love the spirits that you can use in the World of Light mode. For those of you that don't know, and I don't know why you want to know this, because hello, it's like been all over the place. But spirits are basically like characters. I almost want to call them like stickers almost, that you can attach to your character in World of Light. And it actually enhances the match. So it gives you different accommodations almost. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it makes things a lot easier. So that's really deep, because you can essentially get into a fight or see what spirit your opponent has, and you can try to pick spirits from your collection, okay, to kind of combat the spirits that your opponent's going to have. I know it sounds crazy, but it's dope. I really like it. And they've been having like weekend events where you can basically fight characters to unlock these spirits, and some of them are really cool. They're like characters from all different franchises, not only Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a couple of weeks ago they had a an event, and I was like pressed to unlock to beat this one fight so that I can have the Kid Dracula spirit. I mean, honestly, like I was just mentally like, oh my god, I need it, and I got it. It took me a couple tries, but yeah, it's pretty dope. I like Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I didn't think I was gonna be so into it, but I really do enjoy it. And surprisingly, that has a lot to do with the World of Light mode. So yeah, that's everything that I picked up last year in November and December. I want to thank all of you guys for watching this video. Again, check out my blog at totallytheft.com, and then swing on by Twitch when I'm streaming. Come follow, subscribe, do all that good stuff. To have a good time. Let's play some games, or watch me play some games terribly. That'll be great. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll check you guys the next time.